YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons continuing to win basketball games. This time, they had an opponent that was shorthanded, and they had no sympathy and compassion for them because they wanted that win. And that they got 136 to 127 against the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are now 7-23 and 4-10 at home. The Pistons go to 24-6. That's a really good record. And 11-4 on the road. Pistons opened this game up the right way. They won the first quarter 37-24 and never really trailed in this game because they won the second quarter 38-34. In the third quarter 40-39. They did lose the fourth quarter though 30-21, but the game was never at a point where the Kings can actually win it. They were just keeping it respectable, and that's what you have to do sometimes. You just try to see if you can whir on them. You just see if some cracks open up. It never really happened enough for the Pistons to lose, but it was enough for them to win by single digits. Tobias Harris did a good job of getting to the basket, hitting open shots throughout the entire game. 29 minutes for him, 24 points. He was 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a turnover, 1 offensive rebound, and no personal fouls, and was a 0 and plus minus. I like what he did. He really compliments this team because he can score on mismatches. He can drive to the basket. He can hit free throws. He can hit mid ranges. He can hit threes, and he's not a slouch defensively. Duncan Robinson was the only starter to not get in double figures in this game in points. Every starter had a rebound or more and an assist or more for the Pistons. But Duncan Robinson played 31 minutes, had 9 points. He was 3 of 7 from the field. It was all threes. He also had 1 rebound, 4 assists, but no turnovers, and a steal. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a +1 and plus minus. He's out there for his floor spacing. He's out there for his threes. And if he doesn't have the shot that he needs to take or wants to take, just keep the ball moving, and that's what he did. Jalen Duren was really strong at the rim. All layups, all dunks, all night. You knew where he was going to be at. You knew what he was trying to do. And it still worked out every single time, basically almost in this game. 32 minutes for Jalen Duren, 23 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, double-double because he had 13 boards. He also had 4 assists, but he had 1 turnover and he got 2 blocks. You have to like the fact that he did that. And he also had 7 offensive rebounds, meaning that he was working for his boards and working for his points all night. And he also had 3 personal fouls and was a -2 and plus minus. Cade Cunningham, 39 minutes, 23 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. He just took his time and tried to make the right play, and he just tried to score the shots he was confident in. He didn't really force or rush anything, although he did go 5 of 6 from the free throw line, had 14 assists. He finished with a double-double. The problem was he had 9 turnovers, which is way too many, but it just didn't matter against the Kings because their offense was humming so well that they was able to beat him anyway, even though he had some mistakes there. And they did shoot the ball efficiently, so that still hurted the Kings because they couldn't get consistent stops. And on top of that, they couldn't really guard the three-point line against the Pistons either. So they never could make a real run to win this one. He also had 7 rebounds and 5 steals and 4 personal fouls for Cade and a +7 and plus minus. And the sort of times they kept attacking that basket, and it worked throughout the entire game for him. 36 minutes, 19 points, 6 to 13 from the field, 7 to 10 from the free throw line because he's using his speed and quickness to beat guys off the dribble, and that usually leaves with a touch to try to find a way to slow you down, and he was able to get to the free throw line a lot for that way. He also had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and 4 offensive rebounds, and was a -3 and plus minus. Isaiah Stewart was either he was spotting up for the 3 and knocking them down where he went 2 of 6 from 3, or he was finishing around the rim and finished the game 6 of 12 from the field and got 16 minutes and 21 minutes. He also was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +11 and plus minus. And Javante Green, 18 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds. Everybody off the bench got a rebound or more. He was the only guy not to get an assist off the bench because everybody else did. He also had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, which was all of his, and 3 personal fouls. And it was a +6 and plus minus. And then Karis LeVert, he did a good job of anticipating what the defense was trying to do. I say that because he finished with 3 blocks and 2 steals. He also had 4 assists, but it also came with 2 turnovers. He had 3 rebounds and he shot 1 of 3 from three, 2 of 6 from the field, and finished with 5 points in 19 minutes. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a +10 and plus minus. And then Jaden Ivey, just like all the other players off the bench, ended up scoring. They all had a good night in this one, and they all did more than just score. But he had played 14 minutes and had 8 points and was 3 of 5 from the field and 2 of 3 from the 3 point line and had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 4 personal fouls, and it was a +15 and plus minus. And then the Sacramento Kings, they never really led in this game, and they just had trouble keeping up with the Pistons. And even when the game got close, it never was close enough for them to have a chance to win it. But Precious Achua, he played hard. He played 27 minutes and had 15 points. He was 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 from three. Had a double-double because he had 12 boards. He actually was the only guy to get a double-double on the Kings. All starters did have a rebound. All starters did have an assist. And this one for the Kings also. Precious Achua also had 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. 4 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. I like the fact that he was able to hit the threes and finish strong around the rim. Keegan Murray was disappointing. He played 20 minutes and only had 2 points and was 1 of 4 from the field and 0 of 1 from three, meaning he didn't do much. He also did have a rebound, an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks, but they needed more from him too. If they was going to win this game. He also had 1 personal foul, was a -15 and plus minus. Renaud played 23 minutes. He had 8 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field, took high percentage looks, even with the 3 that he missed. He also had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, in the block. 5 of his rebounds was offensive and 2 personal fouls by the end of the game. He also was a +3 and plus minus. Russell Westbrook, he was scoring. They needed him to score more in this game, and that he did. He played 38 minutes, had 27 points. He was 9 to 21 from the field and 4 of 12 from three. They're going to let him have that. You rather him shoot a three than get to the basket. And if he gets to the basket, sometimes he can also get to the free throw line, which he did tonight. But he went 5 of 7 from the free throw line and did have 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. DeMar DeRozan played 42 minutes. He was able to carry the offense as much as he could, and he played 30. Well, he had 37 points. That was actually game high for the Sacramento Kings and in the entire game for both teams. He went 12 of 18 from the field, mainly mid-ranges and drives, and went 0 of 3 from the three-point line and went 13 of 15 from the free throw line. He also led the starters with 8 assists and the team in assists with those 8. He also had 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, and 3 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. And Dylan, he played 27 minutes and had 5 points. He was 0 of 2 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 3 offensive rebounds, and almost fouled out of this. Ended up fouling out of this one because he ended up finishing with 6 personal fouls, and he was a -12 in plus minus. But he did a lot of things right, when it comes to scoring and rebounding and finding his teammates. And the fact that he was able to make some things happen defensively and not turn the ball over was good. Dennis Schroeder came off the bench and got double figures. You have to love that. He had 21 points and had 10 points. He did go 2 of 7 though, and he did miss all his threes, going 0 of 2 from the three-point line, but he ended up scoring 10 points because he mainly scored at the free throw line, where he went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Did a good job of slowing down and getting to the basket and drawing contact. He also had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, and that was all of his boards today with 2 personal fouls, and he was a -10 and plus minus. Malik Monk was able to splash 2 threes tonight and went 2 of 4 from three and 3 of 8 from the field. He ended up shooting 1 of 2 from the free throw line in 14 minutes. He also had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and he also had no personal fouls and was a -6 and plus minus. Keon Ellis, 4 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field to get it. and 0-1 from three, and what he got was no points in this one because he missed all his shots. He also had one rebound, and he also had that rebound being offensive. No personal fouls, and a -4 plus minus. And Nick Clifford did a good job of cleaning things up with the rebounds, and he also scored near the rim, but also was able to get some threes to go down. 2 of 5 from three to be exact. 5 of 10 from the field, 14 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 boards, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound out of the 2, and he also had 4 personal fouls, was a +3 and plus minus. And then the team comparison, 42 of 92. They ended up shooting 3 less shots than the Pistons, but they made their shots at 46%. The Pistons made theirs at 54%. 11 to 33, 33% from three. The Pistons shot one less three, but made their threes at 44%. 32 of 37, 86% from the free throw line. They shot way more free throws than the Pistons. That kept them in the game. But the Pistons did make theirs at 71%. The Kings made theirs at 86. They was 32 of 37. The Pistons was 20 of 28. Both teams had 42 rebounds. The difference was the Kings had 26 assists. The Pistons had 12 more with 38. They had 13 turnovers, which was 2 less than the Pistons, who had 15. 12 steals, 3 more than the Pistons, who had 9. 5 blocks, 3 more than the Pistons, 3 less than the Pistons, who had 8. They ended up having 19 offensive rebounds. The Pistons had 16. 23 defensive rebounds for the Kings. The Pistons had 26. 25 personal fouls, and the Pistons had 23. This was a game where the Pistons just got whatever they wanted, scored however they wanted, set up their teammates for good looks all game, played a good team-oriented game, but they also had situations where they had isolation shots too, which is part of the game, and they was able to make that pop off the way that they wanted to also. So the Kings had no resistance. They couldn't keep up. They couldn't slow them down, and that was their demise of how they failed to be able to win this game against the Pistons. And the Pistons are the better team. They had the better players, and it really showed in this one, especially when it mattered most. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation video just like this, but about various NBA topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage too. And I also try to make videos every single day throughout the day. And I also have over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy. And it's all for free. Other than that, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for showing respect. Thanks for showing loyalty and consistency to this channel. And thanks for the new people that checked it out and also wanted to be a subscriber, supporter, or a fan. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. And I'll see y'all hopefully later today with more analysis. And other than that, peace out.